Hi everyone, today we're here with Ranee. She's a local Las Vegas immigration attorney and she'll be joining us today to talk about the main topic on immigration. You know, what's going on with all the ICE raids that's happening. Supposedly they're going out to people's home trying to pick up undocumented immigrants.
That's true. I just wanted to state a few facts real quick before we get into this subject.
All right.
So basically, I know many of you have heard in the last week or so from the news or even from friends and family that there's going to be ICE raids. They're targeting certain cities and certain families. Supposedly, there's supposed to be 10 major cities that they're going after.
Right.
Las Vegas is not on that list. However, we would like to just discuss it anyways, because there's immigrants here. There's undocumented immigrants here. So it's something that we should address and we should be aware of. First off, there's approximately 2,000 undocumented immigrants and their families that are supposed to be targeted. These families have someone who already has a pending removal order already.
Right.
ICE is supposed to only go after people with criminal histories or someone who is violent, they're not supposed to be here basically.
Right, like a deportation order that an immigration
Exactly.
judge has already issued, right?
Mm-hmm. However, as you know, they can arrest anyone as well though, even if they don't have a pending removal order.
That's true. And there's something called the collateral arrest that they're doing. So ICE agents, if they go knocking on your door and you happen to open your door to someone that they have targeted, a documented immigrant that has a current removal order in place.
Mm-hmm.
If there are family members present and that family member also is undocumented, guess what? ICE can pick you up as well. So that is what they call the collateral arrest, and that's what these ICE agents are currently doing, unfortunately.
So because of these concerns, we're here today to educate you and your friends and family around you about your rights. Regardless of your immigration status, you have rights.
Absolutely, and that's important. And these rights pertain to, like what Ranee just said, not just United States citizens, but also individuals that are undocumented, individuals that currently have a deportation order in place, ordering that they be removed back to their home country. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about today is what they call the judicial search warrant.
Yes, that is important because a lot of times you're going to get not you specifically or someone you know will get a knock on a door saying, open up, we're here to search your house for a specific person. However, you have a right to not open your door. You also have a right to ask for that warrant. So you should be able to see the warrant, and Tim's going to review real quick about what that warrant would actually look like.
Yeah, so it's called the judicial search warrant. It's very different from an arrest warrant, and it's very different from what they call an administrative warrant. So the search warrant is issued and signed by the judge. And the judge actually has to give ICE agents the authority to go into your home. So it's important that when you get a knock on your door, tell the officer, do you have a warrant? And if they say yes, tell them, please slide it under the door. I want to review it first. Now, if you see that it's signed by an immigration judge, okay, and that it's authorizing these ICE agents to go into your home, then that warrant is valid. Now, if it's a warrant that basically you see it's from ICE office, not signed by a judge, then no, these ICE agents can't go to your home. And a lot of people, they don't understand the difference. So, number one, ask for this warrant, just like what Ranee said. Ask for it and tell them to slide it under your door and take a look at it yourself first.
So in the event that they do have a warrant, we're continuing from that, and you still refuse to, you don't have to still open the door if you're not sure, because sometimes not everyone knows what a warrant looks like. So if you're not sure and you don't want to open the door, then you don't have to. However, ICE may now try to physically force their way into your home.
Yeah,
okay? So if this were to happen, we highly recommend that you don't fight them, because resisting will just cause a little more hassle for you. But you do have a right to say, I don't want to speak with you, I want to speak with my attorney.
Yeah, and that's important. If you try to resist, you're pushing the door back, and then ICE agents are trying to force their way in. What does that tell them? Maybe there's a red flag. That maybe there's a lot of individuals in that home that currently have deportation orders in place.
That, and we're trying to keep you physically safe as well, okay? So, you know, when it becomes physical, people can get hurt. So basically, if that happens to you and ICE does force their way into your home, you have the right to remain silent and ask for your attorney. Okay?
Absolutely. And make sure that you don't sign anything. If you don't understand it, don't sign it. You know, let them know that you want to talk to an immigration attorney before you sign anything, and that you don't understand, okay?
So the next thing is, though, what if ICE will ask you for your immigration papers or legal documents to prove who you are?
And that's a big question that I'm sure a lot of our viewers are thinking about. Well, what if they ask me? Do I have to give it to them?
So basically, if you're not a U.S. citizen and you have your papers on you, then you must show it to them. Yeah. If you're not a U.S. citizen and you don't have your papers with you, you have the right to remain silent and say you would need to consult your lawyer first before answering any additional questions.
Yeah, that's very true. So yes, there is a difference, but remember, just because you're not a United States citizen doesn't mean that you don't have these rights. And that's why I'm sitting here with Ranee today, and it's our goal today to make sure that you understand that you have these rights and that you have a right to an attorney, and that we always recommend that you find a qualified immigration attorney to assist you with these matters if you're in any of the positions and situations that we just mentioned. Okay?
So a good immigration attorney will be able to give you all the options based on your situation. So remember, just make sure you find a qualified immigration attorney.
All right, everyone. Thank you for viewing and watching, and don't forget to subscribe.